What is cracking, everyone? Welcome to the GC for the Guerrilla Collective 2023 Summer Barbecue Beach House Festival Showcase. We are bringing the heat that is going to set the tone for things to come during this wild week of gaming events. I am your host, J-Dub, aka Justin Woodward, co-founder of The Mix, the Media Indie Exchange, Interrobang Entertainment, advisor on the Black Game Developer Fund, and Black Voices in Gaming. I'm with my lovely co-host, the talented Jay Watts. Hey, Jay.
What's up, Justin? I am Jay Watts, artistically known as Letter J, and I am the founder and CEO of Coexist Gaming. We are starting off this week of gaming showcases and events, which has come full circle with us filming at the Kinda Funny studio in San Francisco. Shout out to the KF team. Some history about the GC. The Guerrilla Collective was created due to the fallout of 2020 and no in-person E3. So we decided to come together with publishers, developers, game enthusiasts to organize and deploy showcases, guerrilla marketing style, and add some flavor and style by giving folks a creative jolt this summer.
We're definitely giving people that flavor, that jolt. This year is no different. We are sparking off the summer sizzle by dropping some exclusive game drops, reveals, updates, and developer commentary for their titles. It doesn't stop there, though. After this show, we will pass the mic to our friends who will be making some more reveals and drops at the Guerrilla Collective Publisher Spotlight Show, featuring awesome new game announcements from Freedom Games, Hype Train Digital, and Tiny Build. If you're in LA, we got some more stuff happening, so it doesn't stop there. In LA, we're going to be invading the scene with 40 new games at Wisdom for a lot, and we have a live stream with our partners Viz and The Completionist. More info at mediaindieexchange.com. And we will also follow things up next week with Black Voices in Gaming and Dames for Games, which highlights Black game developers and women in the game industry. Check us out on Twitter at Guerrilla Collect, not Guerrilla Collect, and at Indie Exchange, and everywhere else at Guerrilla Collective and Media Indie Exchange. Make sure to tune in into our Twitch, subscribe to our YouTube channels as well.
The developers and publishers on the stream have blessed us with the Steam keys from games in their catalog. When you see the following QR code, grab your phones, take a flick, for your chance to grab a great game. We've also teamed up with the exquisite folks at Valve to showcase our stream on their platform in order to support the devs. Be sure to check out the event page on Steam, where you can wishlist, buy, or play the games that are featured in this event.
Definitely do that. It always helps. And we also have some amazing sponsors. We want to give a big shout out to all of them for helping us to make this thing happen. Freedom, Hype Train Digital, PlayStation, Raw Fury, Tiny Build, Assemble Entertainment, Akupara, Astro, HeroCraft, Joystick Ventures, Neon Doctrine, Ravenage, Razer, Steam, I was about to say Stream, Yes Bird, Wired Productions, and Experience Studios. Such a mouthful.
Yes, and shout out to our broadcasting partners for shooting this showcase and the developers on the stream. Twitch, IGN, GameSpot, Steam, and Kinda Funny for hosting us. Big up for the developers, always showing love to the devs who are participating and all that have contributed their games and resources to make this thing possible.
Yes, they are so awesome. But enough of all that. Let's get started with our first set of games this summer with some undeniable bangers, beginning with a world premiere trailer. Let's go.
Let's go.
If dust piles up, it will become a mountain. Continuing on is where true strength lies. A tale can be told in an evening. A legend takes decades to build. To preserve a legacy that is larger than life, you will need to start a dynasty.
We were created by man to protect him. Mold his surroundings. Store his wisdom. Conquer distances. And as symbols of his divinity. We are forgotlings.
Nobody's beyond redemption, Chelsea. Nobody. No matter who they are or what they've done. The right path is always there, if we choose to walk it.
Perception to deception.
I sacrificed my health, my body, my life, everything. What do you want?
My employers have a job for you. You ever heard of the Underground Fight Championship?
Oh, the game is still being played, Chelsea. You just never realized it because you're only a pawn.
You want me to keep a secret? That's gonna cost you.
I'm not a pawn anymore. Now I'm one of the players. I don't know who you people are, but I am coming for you.
We can be free.
Still afraid of the dark, sis?
From time to time, I ask myself, is it possible to miss something you've never known? Let me rephrase. Is it possible to be homesick for a place you have never been? I was born on Earth, but I think I have been homesick for Europa my whole life. By the time you read this, I'll be gone, and the world will look very different from how it does now. But the island should still be there. They built this thing to last. Come to the island if you ever get lonely. Come here and think of me.
Hello, Delvling, and welcome to Dwarf Delve, a randomly generated roguelite set within treacherous mines filled with darkness, dangers, and above all else, loot. As a newly recruited dwarf in training, your essential duties will see you scouring the deepest, darkest mines for anything of value. Tin, gold, maybe even treasures of a less common nature. Stepping into the boots of a new Delvling can be tricky. Luckily, each time you risk your beard for loot and make it out alive, you can spend your ill-gotten gains on plenty of new tools and equipment upgrades. Assuming you make it back alive, you can use your new resources to upgrade every element of your gear, or even construct entirely new support items. You can also exchange loot for skill points, increasing how hard you can hit, how far you can throw, and how much you can carry. Between your adventures, you'll be able to relax in your quarters. Upgrade your living quarters with a huge array of wallpapers, rugs, carpets, paintings, even new cushions. Here, you can refine ores into crafting materials, purchase new furnishings for your home, and even do a spot of cooking. You might even find special edible ingredients, giving you special perks when you cook them into fully prepared meals. In the future, unlock the workbench to unpack and build flat-packed, newly purchased item blueprints, even following the included construction guide. Build a rail and minecart network to move your loot around whilst you dig deeper for rarer treasures. But remember, it's best not to get too greedy. These mines are ancient and unstable. One wrong boot could cost you your life. Dwarf Delve was developed with a love of exploration and discovering shiny loot in mind. From sandbox titles such as Minecraft and Stardew Valley to rogues such as Diablo and Borderlands, I wanted to include as many secrets as possible within the environment. From puzzle dungeons to obscure items that would make players come together to solve and build a sense of community. The experience is constantly evolving, and I look forward to raising up our battle mallets together very soon.
Humanity's thirst for knowledge led to our greatest triumph and our ultimate downfall. We opened the door to worlds beyond our comprehension. But from that door, an unimaginable evil called the Root slipped through and destroyed everything. A couple decades back, we dealt the Root a heavy blow. Bought ourselves some time. We rebuilt as best we could, licked our wounds and forged a path forward, step by step. But our time is running out. Everything is prey to the Root, and as long as they exist, we will always be hunted. That's where you come in. We need you to journey to some dangerous yet wondrous worlds and stop the Root once and for all. To survive, you'll need to push every skill you've got to its limit. But we don't just need you to survive. We need you to prevail. Use whatever gear you can find. Modify your weapons with what you can scrounge up in your travels. And be smart. Bring the backup you need. We're counting on your travel. Stop this infestation before it extinguishes the last flickering flame of humanity. If you fail, well, let's just say failure isn't an option. Our future is in your hands now. Without you, everything we know and love will fall to ash.
Light Odyssey came out of nowhere and is looking super interesting. It's great to have games from all over the world showcased at the event.
Indeed. Once again, we've teamed up with the exquisite folks at Valve to showcase our stream on their platform in order to support the devs. It's all about the devs. Be sure to check out the event page on Steam, where you can wishlist, buy, or play the games that are featured in this very event.
Up next, if you like takes on 2D classics or fast-paced action, our next segment dives into some fun and compelling takes on games in the neo-retro genre. Let's roll.
My name is Jacob, also known in the community as Hipshot, and I'm the creative director here at Crackshell. In this video, I will in part explain how Hammer 2 differs from our previous titles, the original Hammer from 2013 and Heroes of Hammer from 2018. I won't dive into everything different because it would be a video too long, but I will pick out a few major features. As you might know, the first game is a simple fixed hack and slasher, and Heroes of Hammerwatch is a roguelite with randomly generated levels. And now with the sequel, we are going for a more open-ended action-adventure experience. The first big thing is of course player classes, the characters that you play as throughout your journey. They are very simple in the first game and you only have few active and a few passive skills. In Heroes of Hammerwatch it was all expanded with more variation, different damage types were added and various tweaks to all of this of course. With Hammerwatch 2 we cranked that up with tons of active and passive skills, which themselves have cool sub-skills. And all classes now have a range alternative, if they had none in the previous games. So it's actually possible to make an entirely ranged paladin in Hammerwatch 2, no shield, no sword, but whatever class you pick still needs items and gear. In the first game we really didn't have any items or gear, we had a few permanent upgrades, but that's kinda it. In Heroes we added collectible items with great variety that might change the game experience quite a bit. For Hammerwatch 2 we have made a system more similar to bigger action RPGs, where you collect items in your inventory that you can equip, sell or just throw away. You get the items from fallen enemies, hidden secrets, solving quests or buying them from some store, or you can even craft them. Gear and equipment have different randomized stats and features. Some other items are made for crafting purposes, some items are made to be used once, some are made for quests, and some are just useless. Speaking of quests, where we had very simple missions in both previous games like finding those planks or that prison button, we now have a fully fledged out system with dialogue, different choices and rewards. Quests can be completed in various ways and can become very advanced. Most quests you get from non-playable characters roaming around in the beautiful world of Hammerwatch 2. And while we're on the subject of world and levels, the first game had a very linear design path where Heroes had a generated level system that changed every time you played. In Hammerwatch 2 we have made a sort of a mix of that with some designed levels with randomized features in them, or levels generated from some kind of prefab composition mix. And for the first time you will now have a huge outside world to explore and take in. So those are some of the features in Hammerwatch 2. Take care now and bye bye.
Light speed or slow, always keep composed and know if we cross those. I'm traveling by starlight on cruise control. Traveling by starlight on cruise control. Traveling by starlight. Traveling by starlight on cruise control. Toxic crusader, toxic crusader. I had no friends, no girls would hug me until I got radioactive ugly. Toxic crusader, toxic crusader. I live in the dark 'cause the rent's real low. Got a little bit love and he loves me so. Toxic crusader, toxic crusader. Now me and the boss we fight against road, even though we're hideously deformed. Hey, I'm sitting on top of the world with my mighty two-head girl. Toxic crusader, toxic crusader, toxic crusader, toxic crusader, toxic.
Come on, Crusaders! It's cleanup time!
My name's Dynamite Anton. I'm a destruction worker. Some people call me the Dynamite Man. You know, it's pretty hard being a single dad. You're raising a little pink hedgehog girl. You know, I used to be an exterminator. It was a really bad job. I would fall down sewers, fall down manholes, and I would have to climb my way back up. And then my roommate would just tell me, "You smell like shit." You know, kids always come up to me and they're like, "Hey, Anton, say the line. Anton, say the line." And I gotta go, does anyone here want to buy Anton Blast?
It's time to paint the town red in Anton Blast, an explosive adventure coming soon to Steam and Nintendo Switch.
still here?
So Justin, I know you're making some waves.
Making that happen.
You making the waves in the Neo Retro games. Shout out to Graham of Legend for dropping his latest Super Space Club as part of the Black Voices in Gaming. What was one of your favorite games in the last segment?
One of my favorite games, which kind of came out of nowhere, was Toxic Crusaders, side-scrolling brawler. It looks super dope. It's taking me back to my childhood with all the Trauma movies. Also, Anton Blast has this fast-paced, leveled-up Wario type of vibe. Super dope. Definitely make sure to check out those games on the Guerrilla Collective Steam page. Wish list the games, play the demos. It helps them out. I can't say that enough. Yo, shout out to Steam.
Up next, we are raising the stakes and creeping into your mind like Freddy creeps into dreams with some new trailers in the horror genre. We've got an update for the Junji Ito-inspired World of Horrors, and we're gonna mix things up with some fast-paced shooters.
That sounds mad spooky. I can't wait to get my pants scared off.
I'm here for it.
Welcome to Serum, an immersive survival game where you're trapped in a world engulfed by a green, toxic substance. You're stranded without any memory of how you got there, and a device implanted in your hand ticks down the seconds until your life is over. In order to survive, you need to inject yourself with serum, and that's where the game's unique brewing system comes into play. By mixing and matching different types of substances, you can unlock dozens of powers and hidden abilities that will help you survive. To extract the liquid, you'll need to gather plants and hunt down mutated animals that lurk in the shadows. You also find mysterious notes and blueprints left behind by someone that has been there before. Use those to craft devices, weapons, and deadly traps. Uncover the truth about the dark mysteries of this world and prepare for the final encounter, alone or in a co-op mode. Serum. Life is in your hands.
The deputy and many of the locals believe this is the doing of the devil.
Hi there, I'm Sid, a dev at Metric Empire. In our game Battle Shapers, you're playing as Ada, who's reactivated to renegade robot overlords who have taken over the city. Working with what little information you and Ada have, you'll be gunning down hordes of enemy machines in our bot-busting roguelite. Ada is equipped to work all different kinds of cool guns, and if that's not enough, her fist will certainly do the trick. Once you've perfected wielding powerful weapons and abilities, it's time to steal some game-changing powers by defeating these ruthless overlords. Once you've beaten Overlord, you'll be able to equip and use their powers, unlocking sick new suits and matching gauntlets. But let me warn you, getting these cores will not be easy. The road ahead is full of danger, like corrupted towers and enemies. It's clear these overlords are not playing around. It's up to you to save the city of New Elysium and bring it back to the utopia it once was.
Give me a break.
Sorry, son. You're not done. Get back in there,
This land is cursed. Where my people roamed freely, now roams only death. It came with the white man on his iron horse. White man brought with him corruption, greed, vanity, ignorance. He killed on holy ground The Great Spirit has abandoned this place. The dead can no longer leave the mortal realm. Restless and enraged, they wander the earth, craving for warm, living flesh. A fate worse than death, undeserving even for a stupid white man. Light still flickers within you, stranger. Go now. Leave this place. May the Great Spirit take pity on you. May your soul find peace in the spirit world.
Yo, Sparky is destined to be streaming and YouTube/Twitch famous. I can already see it. Blood West is a great addition to the throwback FPS gore fest from back in the day. Looking forward to being creeped out by all of those titles. I mean, World of Horror, we've had that in a couple of showcases. It's been a game changer in the genre. We can't wait for the updated version of that release. Super, super dope. Before we move on, we want to thank all of you all for tuning in and checking out the games in this showcase. But after this, there's going to be more. We have a showcase with our friends at Freedom Games, Tiny Build, and Hype Train Digital with the Guerrilla Collective Publisher Spotlights.
Yes, we do. And also, make sure you check out our Mixed merch store to support us. We've got caps, shirts, pins, the whole nine to make you wet with amazing drip.
Mad drip.
Coming up, we're also going to take you through a tour of various up-and-coming RPGs and titles that will have you taking up epic side quests with style. Grab your maps, potions, the turnbuckle, and your favorite classmate, and let's hop in.
Let's get it.
Okay, what is that?
Demons.
Being a bishop ain't easy. It takes a toll in ways you can't imagine. One day you'll find out the same thing. Now get back to work.
Feel Shale's power! I've no time for this. Take that! I could have timed that better. I've got to be faster. There are things that the living cannot understand. Death is only the beginning of the final voyage. It's just not that time yet.
Boom! Master of Rails has arrived.
Ready for another adventure?
Welcome to WrestleQuest. My name is Zach. I'm the Chief Powerbomb Enthusiast at MegaCat Studios, and I'm here to show you some never-before-seen content. So without further ado, let's get down to it. So the area we're showing you today is the Jungleology Wilds. It is a jungle-themed board game, and as you can see, we've got some pretty cool effects here. We've got the sunlight coming in, these leaves blowing in the wind, and this gorgeous river. Why do we add a river? Well, if you want to make them quiver, you gotta have a river, right? This is the dungeon that's sort of towards the beginning of the game after the first initial act as you open up and get to start exploring, the rest of the world map. So we're going to show you some of the features this dungeon has to offer. We've got another enemy type here in the middle there, the Luchador Piggy Bank, the Money Pig. Bruder's going to take care of him for us. Now you'll notice how he shattered there. Not all enemies will need pinned. Only enemies that are wrestling based or sort of like tough guy characters. So here we have this kind of swinging bug zapper here. Useful for the jungle, no doubt. As you get even deeper into Jungleology, you'll come to this area, the Bright Light Caves. As you can see, there's these prismatic sprays of fire that are hot enough to melt the shades right off your face. I just took one, darn it. That's all right. I just snuck by that enemy. Every enemy in the game has a certain movement pattern that if you watch and wait, you can usually sneak by them. A lot of times that forces you into a decision of, do I want to fight this guy or that guy over there because of the way their patterns overlap. So the bright light caves have these colored rocks and these light bulbs, and you can find colored sheets to place over the light bulbs. So when you place a sheet, it changes the light of the bulb, which, if it matches the rocks, makes them disappear so you can continue on your way. And it gets more complicated as you get multiple sheets that you can combine from multiple colors, multiple rocks blocking your way. But if you manage to go through everything, there's some unique rewards you can find here. Here we are at what appears to be another statue area. What could it be with these scaly, slithering... Oh my gosh, it's Jake the Snake. That's right, Jake the Snake Roberts is here in WrestleQuest. We can't do a WrestleQuest video without talking about our main guy here, right? Macho Man. That's right, there are multiple Macho Man statues across this gigantic world map, and if you visit them all, you might just get the best prize. Thank you for joining us on this tour of Junglaji from WrestleQuest. It's just one of the many, many areas in the game's massive world. We're excited to get WrestleQuest into your hands later this summer. Until then, stay sweaty.
The swing flies like a bird in the sky. These memories are more than it seems. A fantasy I know's not a dream. In my mind's eye, it's all that I've ever seen. And the dawn is here, and it comes reality.
I can't wait to jump off the turnbuckle in WrestleQuest.
I can't either.
I've been waiting for that one since it was announced. I love that they look like articulated WWE toys. They're so cute.
They look super dope. I love those toys back in the day. Yes, I've also been waiting to share Demon School goodness. As a big fan of the original Persona, how do you say it? It's looking super sick. Shout out to Necrosoft for sharing that game with us. But you know what, Jay?
What?
You know what time it is?
What time is it?
It is key giveaway time. Get the key drop, kids. Grab your phone, scan the QR code on your camera. Go to the website for your chance to get a key from the developers and publishers in the showcase. They could be previous titles. It's a grab bag. Awesome games that we're giving away.
So up next, we have some really big world premieres and exclusive updates on cerebral games that will make you take your time before making that crucial decision that may be the difference between life and depth in games that have that strategy and simulation flavor.
Welcome to Crashlands 2. Explore a world filled with wonder, mystery, and some of these things. And then slap them. And slap those too. Just slap it all, except these. The great outdoors isn't so great when you got no indoors. Best to make a home for yourself. But not just yourself, because loneliness sucks. So build a friendship, because that kind of ship won't crash. After all, if you're gonna make it on this planet, you'll need all the help you can get.
Time for a change.
You wanna fight? Rainbow! Can't catch me!
Welcome to Jumplight Odyssey, and let's take a tour of the SDF Catalina. Because that's you. You're Princess Euphora, leader of the Palladian people and captain of this fine starship. From the bridge, we'll be able to upgrade numerous things, activate our holotable, chart our course, jump to other systems, and of course, interact with our division officers at their command centers. But let's go down a deck. Just like that. Because in Jumplight Odyssey, you'll be able to navigate all of the decks of your starship using our unique, never-before-seen, incredible cross-sections inspired form of navigation. And this deck is the Promenade. Just below the bridge, this is where crew spend most of their social time and rest and recuperation, coming together for activities, strengthening relationships, and even doing a little spot of gardening or rummaging the vending machines. Now, let's go to the quarterdeck. The quarterdeck is where the action happens, so to speak, whether that be manufacturing, building supplies, keeping the power running, showering your crew, feeding them. This is the domain of your engineering and supply divisions, and it's what keeps the ship running day to day. Now, also, a starship needs a flight deck. This flight deck is where you'll scramble your fighters and launch all of your away missions. Away missions are a crucial method of gaining resources from the systems you'll be jumping to. And the last of the Catalina's main decks is the lower deck. Now, usually the lower deck when you start a run is largely empty. But as captain of the starship, we've built this out to our design for the needs of our crew and our mission. And next up is something that we've never shown before. This is the Jumplight Drive. In the engine room, you'll find the capabilities to harness starlight, raw starlight, in a somewhat stable form called Jumplight. Jumplight is what will power your journey throughout the stars and hopefully to the Forever Star. There is so much more to show you of the SDF Catalina, but also of Jumplight Odyssey, our Starship Adventure Sim. And in the coming months, we'll be revealing more and more about this title. So please, wishlist the game, join us on Discord, and come along for the journey.
Buongiorno, my fellow mobsters and culinary enthusiasts. Welcome to this grand fest known as Dawn Duality. I, your gracious host Dawn, am about to reveal all the culinary secrets of this madcap tycoon game. Now, picture this. You are the boss of the vibrant restaurant empire, calling the shots in the thrilling underworld adventure. Your mission? Run the show with the style and cook up daring schemes that'll have even the toughest meatball quacking on its sauce. But hold on to your fedoras, ragazzi. Got some cards in the game that'll make you question your choices faster than a chef, pondering whenever pineapple belongs on pizza. When those questionable cards pop up, it's like adding an extra kick of spice to your lasagna. Things are about to get a whole lot crazier, my friends. Listen up, my ambitious pasta slingers. The more criminal activities are done, the harder your seat gets. The police will be sneaking around like a seagull eyed for a seafood. Stay one step ahead of the boys in blue, my friends. You be the maestro of culinary and gangster empire, orchestrating a team, upgrading the trattoria, and ensuring the pasta keeps flowing. Just remember, not everyone can handle 2 chairs. So, my friends, are you prepared to die? For your cause. I was acting. Or was I? Advertise your joint, reel in the hungry crowd, and launder money you get from your gangsters. Just be prepared for the most unexpected surprises.
Greetings, valued employee. Welcome to the Ringo Corporation. It will be your job to sort samples. There is no need to question the samples. I have no doubts that you will give 110%. Ringo appreciates that a rested mind empowers the grind. It will be your job to sort samples. It is your duty to put your money back into the economy. It will be your job to sort samples. The samples are important, and as such, you are important. Put your money back into the economy. Economy. Rested mind, rested mind. There is no need to question the samples. Question the sample.
Greetings, employees.
I'm Vicky.
And I'm Sam. We are Canteen, the developers of Corporation The Sorting Process, our upcoming dystopian narrative game.
In Corporation, you'll play as Max, a lab technician working for a corporately owned state. We love games that foster a sense of routine, and so built our world around the work, life, sleep cycle of the daily grind. Here's a breakdown of what that looks like.
In your day job, you will sort samples. The quicker you organise them, the more money you will earn. But there's a catch. Your manager will change the rules and add complexity. We've tried to emulate the satisfaction of a job well done and the frustration of arbitrary tasks.
You might be wondering what you'll do with all the money that you make. The Ringo desktop PC gives you access to the shopping catalogue and pay-to-win games, but your first priority should always be your bills.
As you progress through each day, you will uncover the linear narrative through daily news, surveys, and state-designated chat companions. Along the journey, you will find a game world that responds to you in surprising ways.
However, your routine will be disrupted when a group of rebels dissatisfied with the system invite you to question your place in the world and uncover the truth behind the samples.
This is a spoiler-free prologue for you to try on Steam. We can't wait for you to play Corporation. Thank you for watching. Work hard.
Yo, did you see Crashlands 2? So excited, such great horror, and it looks like they really elevated the look and feel of their game from the previous game.
Yeah, it's so colorful. The animations are better. The humor comes across super cool. And as a fan of the fighting game genre, I like what Yomi 2 is doing by elevating their game as well. I'm a FGC fan. I know you are.
It's my world.
For sure. Yomi 1 was really cool. And the card game is I was gonna say it's delicious. You know what I'm saying? If you like those titles, make sure to wish list them on our Steam event page. Pre-order them wherever they are available. Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo. Show them some love by downloading the demo wherever they're available. Quick reminder that after the Guerrilla Collective showcase, stay tuned, because we have our Publisher Spotlights showcase coming up next, where we are going to be showing you games from Tiny Build, Hype Train Digital, and Freedom Games. It also includes, like I said, more from Nova Lands, which is a really awesome game.
I'm here for it.
I'm glad that you are.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here for the game.
I love it. Okay, so we've shared games that are horrific, strategic, and downright hardcore. Now we're gonna slow it down and get into our more creative, stylistic, and cozy bag to share some games where we get into all the feels, as well as push the envelope on game design and artistic expression in ways they might not expect. I don't think they're ready.
They are not ready, but we're gonna get in and get cozy.
Cozy, baby.
Welcome to the world of a corgi's cozy hike. You play as this adorable corgi on an unforgettable vacation. Along the way, you might stumble across Rusty. He wants to start an animal sanctuary and needs your help. Let's mark our territory so that dogs that we rescue can know how to find this place. Now let's set off. On your hike, you can choose where to go and what to do. Maybe you'll climb the mountain. Maybe you'll unlock all of the island's secrets. Oh, wait a second. What's that? A beach chair? Ugh, I can't resist the urge to relax for a little bit, take in the sun. There's a lot of little cozy spots like this hidden throughout the island. You can find them all and relax, but we need to go now. You can find ancient corgi artifacts like this beautiful cape or my corgi claws to let you glide or climb your way up mountains. Once you're at the top, look around to find hidden secrets. Here's some ancient corgi butt power. The more you find, the higher you can climb. So let's look around and see what else we can see here. What's that over there? That looks like a lost dog we can rescue. Let's go see if we can get him. So we'll just glide our way down. Ooh. Now let's just climb up. Oh no, we don't have enough corgi butt power. We could find more, but let's find another way up. I've got an idea. Maybe we just need some fire. So let's just go over here, grab one of these sticks, we'll light it on fire, and then we'll see what we can do. Let's be careful not to cause any corgi chaos around here, though. We don't want to burn anything. But let's see. Okay, we'll just burn this. And look what falls down, a nice little mushroom. We can bounce up there, and now there he is. Oh, poor him, he's lost. He just needs a little boop, and then he'll be fine and ready to go. Now, if we go back to our animal sanctuary, we'll find that Treble made his way here, and he's enjoying living here. Let's give him a different bed. You can unlock decorations by recruiting volunteers for your sanctuary. Oh man, he really loves that one. This has been your early look at a corgi's cozy hike. We've only been working on it for a few months, and we need your help to bring it to reality. Check out our Kickstarter and wishlist us on Steam. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you later.
Providence Oaks. You probably already noticed it, but our beautiful little lake town is covered in snow. And to answer the question that's on everyone's mind, yes, we will have a white Christmas.
Tidy wrap the boxes underneath green branches. What are the chances it's December? The cold wind's blowing through the mistletoe and stockings are floating up by the fireplace. But here's the thing about Christmas. They say it don't mean nothing unless you got somebody else to share it with.
Mail carrier Weiss. Hope you had a good one out there.
Can't complain, Frank. Now it's just one more day till Christmas. And Meredith coming over.
But I'm alone this Christmas, and I'll be okay. I'll have my own kind of special holiday.
Hey, I'm here to tell you about something a little different. Welcome to Nountown Language Learning, the new way to master languages without even realizing it. You start on this big grayscale island that looks really dull, dead, and lifeless. But then as you start to learn more words, color begins to sprout out from various places. Villagers move back into the island to give you more quests or just have conversations. You essentially go around picking up items, playing minigames, and learning words in order to bring color back to the world.
ボール、ブックカバー、
Sanuki,
ストーブ、
ダイアリー、
石鹸、
Haburashi. If you want to learn a new language but are tired of boring textbooks and 100-day streaks, then you need to check out Nountown Language Learning. The game features over 1,000 of the most common words and phrases you need to master, and you can learn all the major languages like Japanese, Korean, Spanish, and more. Once you've learned some new words, you'll gain access to a ton of minigames to test your learning.
石鹸、
レザーバッグ、
ヒーター、
And when you're feeling a little more confident, there are 16 characters, each with their own personality that you can practice your speaking with, free of the fear of messing up or getting embarrassed. Diary, Sanuki, Spoon, Toilet paper, Mofu, Tatami. Nountown is available to wishlist right now on Steam, and is releasing this summer with console versions out in late 2023.
Those games look so fun and cozy, very inspiring. Who wouldn't want to go skating with your homie Ollie the Frog or thumb your way through some ridiculous shenanigans with Super Adventure Hand? It looks like those classic N64 GameCube style games.
Word. And the update to Lake looks super serene and peaceful. I just want to put on my mailman or mail woman,
male person
outfit and deliver packages. So definitely check out those games on Steam, wishlist them, follow the developers, and support all the work they put their hearts into.
Definitely support those devs. Keeping with the pace from the last segment, we are going to get into some narrative, story-driven games, starting with an adventure puzzle game that is charming as it is beautiful, and get into some cyberpunk noir with an update from the team developing Novalis. Let's go.
I'm bringing a basket of baked goods to my family. She's not doing any of the things we told her to do.
We couldn't have been more clear. She's supposed to be enforcing martial law.
You're sending me to jail? I'm a children's birthday party magician!
Increasing my sphere of influence.
The princess goes missing, and all of a sudden there's a no goblins order?
I forget what I told her to do, but I think it involved somebody's pet.
I confess! I was smuggling illegal pixie dust inside the dead cat!
How do we get it through her thick skull that she's supposed to be listening to us?
I am listening. Did you forget I was here again?
What? Of course not! Who the hell is that?
Okay, Lil, you got this.
The day of the royal wedding approaches, but a change is coming! Will you RSVP for the revolution?
I know you couldn't resist the chance to place an illegal sports bet with the old pal Fredo.
Welcome to Garby's Emporium of Wonder.
I did not slay 90 ballerinas to be denied entry by some freckle-faced babe.
I don't want to be rude, but you seem, well, pretty baked.
Absolutely.
Oh, wait. Your name is Count Heinrich von Pyre?
Yes. Why?
And that's all for us here today. Please help control the pet population. Have your gargoyles spayed or neutered. So long, everybody!
It all starts and ends with a girl, too small and inadequate for that world of ash, tar, and coal where she was born. Luckily, even if that place turned out to be very hostile for her, there she met Carol, until...
We're the developers of District Double Blind. I'm Mari, I'm the producer, writer, I do some of the programming.
I'm Jenny, I do art and I'm in charge of animation, UI, everything visual.
District Double Blind is a non-linear detective game set in a 1950s traveling circus. In this game, players will have to solve the mysterious murder of the star magician before the circus has to leave town by the end of the day.
all the evidence and witness will be gone. As we say in the game, it's like a Cinderella story, but instead of chasing a princess, we are chasing a murderer.
The idea of setting the story in a vintage circus came to us because we felt like it gave us a unique aesthetic. It will help us design memorable characters because they each have their own role related to how they perform in the circus.
And also, our characters have their own color scheme to go with their personalities and also their own background stories.
In this game, you will play as two different characters, a detective that has been hired to investigate the murder, and a new magician who has come to replace the amazing Hattie. The player will have to switch between these two perspectives to eventually piece things together and come to a conclusion.
In this game, we have a system what we call collection system. So with every information or item you collected, you can use them either to inquire or to contradict.
What I love about this mechanic is the non-linearity of it. The story doesn't soft lock you until you find the right problem, so you are free to spot your own contradictions. And you can pick what you want to ask, to whom and when, and you will pretty much always get a unique response. So each journey will be very different. The story moves forward based on what we call action points. So for example, investigating, inquiring, or contradicting might all cost action points. So once your AP runs out, this turn will end and you will switch characters and the game will move forward to the next round. So you might want to think strategically about which questions you want to ask and whether the contradiction you found is the right one. We hope detective game lovers will enjoy the mystery and enjoy solving the case in your own ways. We also hope you might like meeting these characters that we've come to care for so much.
If that sounds like something you will enjoy, so please wishlist Death Trick Double Blind on Steam and go play the demo.
Who am I?
Hi, I'm Marco, Creative Director at Ironlands. Today I'm taking you behind the scenes of Nivalis, the cyberpunk slice of life sim we are developing. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Okay.
Here we are in Paris at Mocap Lab to do the motion capture for Nivalis. Every morning our actors Christelle and Florian had to be prepped with markers that the Vicon system cameras can detect at up to 2000 frames per second. Characters play a vital role in the game. Your staff, the guests that come to your noodle bar, corporate security, gangs, and all the other people that you meet in the city. They all have their life, and we want their animations to be as true to life as possible. Besides capturing the body movement, we also capture props like umbrellas, trays, meals, fishing rods, kitchen appliances, as well as how the characters interact with chairs, tables, bars, and other objects in the game world. Nivalis is a city that stretches from the ocean to the clouds. The entire city is flooded, crumbling from the pressure of thousands of buildings stacked onto each other over hundreds of years. Nivali residents call it their home. Our motion capture allows us to form more complex interactions with characters, as you make friends, enemies, compete with rivals, forge business partnerships, or maybe even find love. Nivalis is a city full of life, intrigue, and mystery. Thank you for joining me on this little tour behind the scenes. You can wishlist Nivalis now on Steam and the Epic Game Store.
So, Justin.
Yeah, Jay.
I bet you didn't know what was about to pop off next.
I definitely do not. What is that? What is popping off?
I don't know if you're ready for it.
You got me in anticipation mode.
It's time for the final free key grab.
Oh my God. Final key grab.
Everybody grab your picture-taking apparatus or apparati and snap a picture of the QR code on your screen for an op to grab your keys. It's time for the final free key game drop.
Yes, get your opportunity. Don't let your ops get the opportunity to grab those keys. And to match that energy, we're going to cap things off with the GC23. We're turning the dial up to 10, getting into some action adventure titles that will push your bonnet all the way back and blow your slides off your heels. We have a few big exclusives, including a new Grime reveal and a cuddly Carnage style update from a GC alum. Let's go.
Skate, do acrobatics, kill, and look cute while doing it. Gory Cuddly Carnage is a foul-mouthed third-person hack-and-slash action adventure. You play as Gory, a cute but deadly synthetic cat on Frank, a sentient, death-dealing hoverboard waging war against an army of mutated toys. Gory Cuddly Carnage is all about speed, violence, and gore. You'll have a host of combat options to decimate enemies in the bloodiest ways imaginable to really amp up the carnage. Skate and slice everything with Frank's built-in razor blades that he loves to use. Next is the slam wheel that will crunch and bash everything that comes in its way. Charge it in the air to unleash some hell on bigger enemies, or just slam everything in your path. That's totally up to you. The next move is my personal favorite. The hoverboard is also a rocket launcher. Fire smaller rockets against smaller enemies, or just soup it up and go absolutely nuclear, obliterating everything you locked your sight on. Except for the slashing, the bashing, the dashing, and the shooting, there will also be an array of upgrades to cause even more mayhem in the full game. Look at him, he's so happy you just have to buy gory new things. When you've maimed, slayed, and upgraded your way through a level, everything is of course topped off with an old school boss battle with all the worst, most mutated, and disgusting toys imaginable. These sections of the game will test your abilities against waves of enemies that will be destroyed in hellfire and a flurry of blades. But beware, some of these mutant toys will not die so easily. Gory Cuddly Carnage will be available on like everything, so wishlist it today.
Yo, Corrupt is looking right. The whole fighting game season is gonna be right. The dawn of the Monsters DLC looks super crazy.
It looks so dope, and we've been following Corrupt for a long time. Shout out to Jesse. I remember showing Gory for the first time, and it's come such a long way. As a big fan of Grime, which has been doing those numbers, I know this game is going to be blowing up. That's our show, everybody. So many great games and creative vision. Thanks for watching and supporting the games, devs, and the development culture in general.
Be sure to check out the events page on Steam, where you can learn more about all of the up and coming games on the show, play some of the demos, wish list the games that you'd like to get notified about when they're available.
Definitely show them some love through wish listing. It helps. Be sure to stay tuned for the Guerrilla Collective Publisher Spotlights coming up next, where our friends Freedom Games, Hype Train Digital, Tiny Build will be showing their latest wares and situations. Awesome stuff. Tomorrow, if you're in LA, we'll have over 40 games at Wisdom at our Mix in-person showcase, which will feature a live stream with our friends at Viz and the Completionists. More info on our website, MediaIndieExchange.com, and on social media.
And next Tuesday, starting at 12:30 p.m. Pacific time, we have another showcase. Guerrilla Collective presents Dames for Games and Black Voices in Gaming.
Definitely. We'll be supporting Black game developers and women in gaming. We want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors for helping to make this thing happen. Freedom, Hype Train Digital, PlayStation, Raw Fury, Tiny Build, Assemble Entertainment, Akupara, Astro Gaming, HeroCraft, Joystick Ventures, Neon Doctrine, Ravenage, Razer, Steam, Yisbird, Wired Productions, and Experience Studios. Much love for our broadcasting partners for supporting the showcase.
They're kind of funny. And we also want to thank you for our stream. Couldn't do this without you. Once again, we have to salute the developers. All of them that have contributed their games, their resources to make this whole thing possible.
And thanks to our team, Abe, Travis, Joel, Mary, Nap, Matt, Timmy, Joel, Big Bite, you guys and gals, and everyone for tuning in. You are all awesome. Big shout out to you, and thanks for joining us. Make sure to follow the developers you like through their socials. You can find the games on the Media Indie Exchange website. Check us out on Twitter at Guerrilla Collect and everywhere else at Guerrilla Collective as well. And I like to say as well. You can also check us out on YouTube and Twitch. I want to thank my co-host, Jay Watts. Thank you. Where can we find out more about the Coexist movement?
Justin, first off, this has been amazing. Thank you all so much. You can find out more about Coexist Gaming by going to our website, coexistgaming.com. We're on all the socials, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all the things at Coexist Gaming. We'd love to coexist with you.
We want to give a shout out to Kind of Funny for hosting us. Again, I'm your host, Justin Woodward, head of the Mix, Media Indie Exchange, Black Voice in Gaming, one of the advisors on Black Game Developer Fund. We're out. Peace. What is up, peeps? We are back. I am now rocketed in my soft clothes in the Mix studio. Once again, I'm your host, Justin Woodward, co-founder of the Mix, fresh off the Guerrilla Collective. Welcome to the Mix Publisher Spotlights, where we partner with some of the most amazing indie publishers we have had the honor of working with over the years. And they have teamed up with us to drop some amazing trailers and sneak peeks of their up-and-coming games. In this GC Publisher Spotlights, we are showcasing the talent and art from Freedom Games, Hype Train Digital, and of course, Tiny Build. For context, a lot of you not only like playing games, but also like to know how the cake is being baked. And guess what? Being a baker is definitely challenging. You have to chef up the art, mix it with design, sweeten it up with music, stir in some sound design for some tasty mechanics so it comes out of the oven fluffy, fun, and tasty. If you want the recipe to stick, you need a few chefs that will market your game, spark up a community, and put that bad boy in the bake shop window. For creative developers who are focused on the artistry and craftsmanship of making games, they need assistance to help get their art into the world. That is where publishers come in. Great publishers will partner with developers focused on their art and provide a positive complementary connection where they can not only help with the PR cook-up, but they can also sous chef the production, marketing, and distribution in order to make their game successful. The publishers in the spotlights today are foodies for games and game development, have a knack for understanding the developer's vision in order to capture an audience and give their game the best shot of having a successful launch and prolonged sustainability for their studio. If you want to check out these games, most of them will be available on the Guerrilla Collective event page. For demos, you want to wishlist them on Steam. Also, check out our Publisher Spotlight page. It's awesome. We want to thank our partners once again as well, Steam, IGN, Twitch, and GameSpot for hosting us. You guys are great. We couldn't do this without you. Let's get started with the spotlights with a team who has been making moves and hustling in the indie space for years, with titles that range from strategy, RPGs, to bullet hell shooters. The team has helped bring such titles as Godstrike, Dreamscaper, Coromon, and Dark Deity to life, as well as like thousands of other indie titles. Freedom is really on a tear, working with devs fresh off of Kickstarters or helping seasoned devs reach their next level. They have some exciting things to share with you, so let's get free with Freedom Games.
What's up, my good people? My name is Destiny, and I'm one of the marketing managers at Freedom Games. We have put together an incredible showcase for you guys today. We have some gameplay, we have some trailers, we have some interviews, and I am excited to share this with you. We also want to give a shout out to the Mix team, the Guerrilla Collective, and I personally want to say hey to all the fam back at Freedom Games. This is going to be incredible. It's going to knock your socks off. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hello, Delvling, and welcome to Dwarf Delve, a randomly generated roguelite set within treacherous mines filled with darkness, dangers, and above all else, loot. As a newly recruited dwarf in training, your essential duties will see you scouring the deepest, darkest mines for anything of value. Tin, gold, maybe even treasures of a less common nature. Stepping into the boots of a new Delvling can be tricky. Luckily, each time you risk your beard for loot and make it out alive, you can spend your ill-gotten gains on plenty of new tools and equipment upgrades. Assuming you make it back alive, you can use your new resources to upgrade every element of your gear, or even construct entirely new support items. You can also exchange loot for skill points, increasing how hard you can hit, how far you can throw, and how much you can carry. Between your adventures, you'll be able to relax in your quarters. Upgrade your living quarters with a huge array of wallpapers, rugs, carpets, paintings, even new cushions. Here, you can refine ores into crafting materials, purchase new furnishings for your home, and even do a spot of cooking. You might even find special edible ingredients, giving you special perks when you cook them into fully prepared meals. In the future, unlock the workbench to unpack and build flat-packed, newly purchased item blueprints, even following the included construction guide. Build a rail and minecart network to move your loot around whilst you dig deeper for rarer treasures. But remember, it's best not to get too greedy. These mines are ancient and unstable. One wrong boot could cost you your life. Dwarf Delve was developed with a love of exploration and discovering shiny loot in mind. From sandbox titles such as Minecraft and Stardew Valley, to rogues such as Diablo and Borderlands, I wanted to include as many secrets as possible within the environment. From puzzle dungeons to obscure items that would make players come together to solve and build a sense of community. The experience is constantly evolving, and I look forward to raising up our battle mallets together very soon.
Moving from our very first game to a sequel is such a different process. We know we have to attack it with a completely new mindset. Knowing what went wrong, what went right, it allows us to approach the gameplay design in completely new ways. Having 54 player classes that really change your units, and we wanted to go even further with the classes this time. We're adding terrain effects, there's a roguelike mode, a ton of enemy classes, and completely changed progression systems from the first game, but the core of Dark Deity 2 will still be recognizable. You take a cast of characters that you can really connect with who aren't necessarily the strongest to start out, and you fight with them, you customize them, you make them your own, until they're incredibly powerful, and you've gone suddenly from fighting a couple bandits to calling down meteors.
Hello. Welcome to my world, Xantrar. I created these people, and peaceful lands for them to inhabit. Actually, some lands are more peaceful than others. There are magical scenes, with surprises around every corner. Towns and cities for different cultures, decent citizens, and other folks. Here, honest and hardworking people always get what they deserve. Peace is what we all want. It's on everybody's mind and soul. So, gaze upon my islands, amaze at the scope of my vision, for I am Rar, the god of Xantrar. And I say, oh, please help me, please.
A lot of people ask me where the concept for Critter Crops came from. And like many games, I tell them that Critter Crops started as a college project. Then from there, after I chose to share it with the world, it became something more. And I decided that I would try my best to incorporate my favorite pieces of video games into a cozy experience. And that became pretty challenging when I started bringing in the core elements of the game, like RPG elements, class choosing, combat even was a pretty bold choice to include in a cozy game. And it's one of those things that I feel really separates Critter Crops from other farming games. It's unique. It has its own flavor of what cozy actually means. And that's pretty special. And the reason for it was purely because I was trying to make the game that I want to play. The story of Critter Crops is a pretty emotional one. I wanted people to understand not only the main character, but the other characters that exist in this world, and really find someone they can relate to and choose their favorite people, build their world the way they would want their magical world to be. So my hope is that by the end of the game, everyone will have this harmonious, amazing place that they have built on their own from hard work, dedication, and loyalty, honestly. So I hope everyone that plays Critter Crops has a wonderful time.
Blink of an eye, everything was forever changed. Yet, mankind persevered, harnessing newfound powers. They survived, and they thrived. The sky was no longer a limit.
And that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for sitting with us and watching some dope trailers, interviews, and getting to know a little bit about our developers and what it takes to make an indie game. Again, I want to give a shout out to the Guerrilla Collective, the Mix team, all of my fam at Freedom for taking the time out to put this together because it has been an amazing spotlight segment. And I hope you found something you liked. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say you probably found something you loved. And if you did, make sure you go over to our Steam page and what is it? What do? Wishlist it. Wishlist the games that you like. And we're coming up on the summer. I know you're going to have some free time on your hands, and we have tons more games. So check out our publisher page. Go fill up your library. This is me encouraging you. Go do it. I'll do it too. And then, we'll play games together. Anyways, thanks so much for joining us. Have a great summer and happy gaming.
So many dope games. Thanks to Freedom Games for sharing their latest and greatest. Our friends at Hype Train Digital are a team who has supported the Mix and developers for years. They were founded in 2015, repping 10 toes deep in the industry with games such as Breath Edge, Such Art, Stone Shard, There's No Light, Black Book, and many, many more. They have some up-and-coming titles that you definitely want to shake your caboose to, honk your engine for, and without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, check out the latest from Hype Train Digital.
Dear adventurers, welcome aboard the Hype Train. As an indie game publisher, we are thrilled to invite you on a remarkable journey through the rich tapestry of our released and upcoming titles. No tickets needed. Just sit back and enjoy yourself, for the ride of a lifetime is about to begin. Void Train. Our first stop takes us deep into the surreal realms of Void Train, a game that has just embarked on its own captivating journey of development. After launching Void Train in Steam Early Access last month, the dev team has been focusing on improving the general game experience. But expect new content such as improved character generator and new Void creatures very soon. You can learn more about our plans and the development roadmap on Void Train's Steam page. And now we approach Storm Edge, an upcoming action roguelite game that invites you to embody the extraordinary powers of a gifted mage. Let's have a closer look at this one.
Hello everyone, I'm Liuba, a producer from the Hype Train Digital Development Team. We're currently working on an exciting project called Akatori. Akatori is a Metroidvania slasher platformer that will transport you to a world of captivating pixel art and an engaging storyline. Prepare to embark on a thrilling adventure alongside Mako, a young girl who sets out to save the world from imminent destruction. Our journey with Akatori began in 2020. And ever since we launched the Steam page, we've been sharing mesmerizing game GIFs on various social networks, such as Reddit and Twitter. The response from the gaming community has been overwhelming, with tremendous interest shown in Akatori. We've received over 100,000 wish lists solely through our social media efforts. These numbers have instilled confidence in us, reinforcing our belief in the potential of this project. In 2021, we participated in the Guerrilla Collective Summer of Gaming Showcase and had the opportunity to present a trailer of Akatori. We also conducted a closed test of our first demo version within the game's Discord community. The invaluable feedback we received from the community helped us reshape the direction of Akatori's development. Since then, we've expanded our development team, switched game engines, and overhauled gameplay mechanics and visuals. We're now hard at work creating a brand new demo version, which will be ready very soon. Alongside the demo, we plan to launch a Kickstarter campaign to further grow and engage the Akatori community. And that's not all. In the upcoming months, we'll be unveiling additional exciting features, introducing you to intriguing characters, and showcasing the vast world of Akatori. We're eager to bring this unique Metroidvania slasher platformer to life, and we're thrilled to have you join us on this incredible journey. Stay tuned for more updates, and together, let's make Akatori a remarkable gaming experience. Thank you for your support.
Rune Colosseum is a gladiator battle simulator. It combines elements from deck building, fighting, and roguelike games. Experiment with equipment and weapons. Combine new runes and skills to become stronger and challenge the champions. Pick a character, prepare for a duel, and enter the deadly tournament. Wishlist Rune Colosseum today.
We hope your spirits remain high, for we have now arrived at Outbreak Island. We must urge you to stay vigilant. This place may have a certain charm, but it is far from the friendliest destination.
Hello. Today, we will slightly the veil of mystery over Outbreak Island. In the morning light, everything looks quite cute and friendly, but that's just for now. Every day, we do something on our farm. And although you will be able to conquer new buildings for development later, this house with a cozy garden and workshop will remain in your heart for a long time. Here, the player can experience all the delights of farm life, growing vegetables, taking care of the territory, repairing greenhouses, and strengthening fences. The workshop in the backyard will help with this, but everything needs resources, which means it's time to head to the sawmill. The game offers the ability to drive a car and transport goods and building materials. At the sawmill, the hero cuts logs into planks and assembles everything needed in the workshop. But electricity on the island is only available at night, so our hero seeks alternative ways to solve the problem. Sometimes, the most interesting things are just around the corner. The locations of Outbreak Island hold secrets and valuable loot. But if you don't want to face monsters today, it's time to hurry back to the farm. Outbreak Island is a unique game that allows players to immerse themselves in the atmosphere of survival and self-development. Here, you will find interesting tasks, diverse locations, and a unique atmosphere. Join us and try to pass all the challenges on your way to survival on Outbreak Island.
Hello Gatekeepers, I'm George from Gravity Lagoon Studio, and I'm here to unveil our game, Gatekeeper. In Gatekeeper, you'll venture into an unknown galaxy to reclaim the stolen heart of the universe. Your mission is to restore balance to the cosmos, but it won't be easy. The heart is trapped within a complex quantum cage, guarded by ancient giants called the Sirens. Prepare for thrilling adventures as you explore the galaxy, battle formidable foes, and seize back the heart of the universe. Earlier this year, we released Gatekeeper Eclipse, a demo that received massive support from over 100,000 players. Your feedback was invaluable, allowing us to refine the gameplay and mechanics of Gatekeeper. In Eclipse, you had 2 game modes, Nowhere and Aurora. In Nowhere, you had to fight off waves of enemies aiming to destroy planetary gates and steal the heart of time. And in Aurora, your goal was to protect obelisks and open portals leading to challenging boss battles. You could choose between 2 unique characters, Hybrid and Nidum. Hybrid specializes in ranged attacks, utilizing 4 active abilities like External Bios, which bounces off enemies up to 20 times. Nidum, a melee hero, wields fiery vortexes with skills like Circular, dealing devastating damage to anyone it touches. Now, we're thrilled to announce Gatekeeper Infinity, our upcoming second demo. By popular demand, we've added online co-op, letting you team up with friends as fellow gatekeepers. Face tougher enemies, experience enhanced abilities, and enjoy a rebalanced gameplay. Unlock character progression, discover new locations, and brace yourself for an even grander adventure. We're also introducing 2 additional characters in Infinity: Pandora, who can be described as a nuke mage, and Bastion, a melee tank. They join the ranks, offering fresh gameplay styles and expanding your strategic options. We, Gravity Lagoon Studio, are committed to surpassing your expectations. Thank you for your unwavering support as we embark on this extraordinary journey together. Stay tuned for Gatekeeper Infinity, where the fate of the universe lies in your hands.
Hello, we are Magnum Scriptum. Recently, we showcased a new free prologue to our game, Quasimorph. Quasimorph is a mix of classic turn-based roguelike RPG with a unique extraction twist. If you survive, you get to keep everything you have looted. If you die, you lose everything you took on the mission. You play as the boss of a galactic PMC. You will explore abandoned laboratories, space prisons, and derelict temples to complete missions for space corporations. Clone the best employees and send them to certain death to probe the weaknesses of your opponents. Die and try again. Gather a team of professionals, keep track of your ammo, and monitor your equipment to be prepared for any challenges in this space slaughter. It will be up to you to uncover the truth and the unforgivable acts humanity has committed in the deep, dark depths of space.
journey concludes here, but don't you worry. It will continue as our games come out. We sincerely hope that you have enjoyed every moment as much as we have. Don't forget to add the titles we have showcased today to your wish list and follow us on social media to stay up to date with all our latest developments. As we disembark from the hype train, we wish you a safe and enjoyable journey on your own. May it be filled with excitement, wonder, and all the fun that gaming has to offer.
Yo, Hype Train has some tasty, compelling games coming out. Go to our Steam event page, watch the demos in the stream, and definitely wishlist their games. Right now, we have one of the most iconic publishers in the scene, starting out as indies themselves with their own title, No Time to Explain, and blowing up with Plunge Club, Speedrunners, Hello Neighbor, Party Hard, and a ton of other titles. They're now working with developers on starting new independent franchises that launch from a creative place. Once again, pull out that signature orange out of the closet and check out the Tiny Build Showcase.
Hello everybody and welcome once again to the Tiny Build Showcase at the Mix event. We have got heaps of fun announcements today, from game reveals to free demos and some interesting news about indie gaming's most prolific homeowner.
San Rafaela, paradise full of new opportunities. The destiny of San Rafaela lies in your hands. Wishlist now on Steam.
Hey punks, I'm Chuck, and I'm gonna teach you how to survive in the future. The Goodness Corporation runs the show around here, so if you want to escape the Undercity, you best get some good person points. Only losers train old school style, sit on your butt, get buff with neuro training. Train smart and install software in your government-mandated brain implant. What could go wrong? People eat slime now. Gives you energy and makes you less hungry. You do not want to be hungry in the future! That's about all that I can be bothered to tell you about today. So go kick some butt and don't forget to play the Steam Punch Club 2 Fast Forward blah blah blah.
Still have a future. I finally got that blueberry. The other times were failures. I'm on this roof alone, just starting over from scratch. Crafting, disassembling whatever I snatch. I could create, I made a base on the ruins that stand. Reminding me I need to upgrade my biome hand. Electro's eyes attack, but I think I know how to fend them back, but I'm a little worried about this bud that I can't seem to crack. I'll build a world from nothing and meet some friends along the way. Instead of talking fridge with thoughts and feelings and something to say, Earl the Fridge has got a pretty wild sense of humor. I give him credit for avoiding politics and rumors. The apocalypse should never delay a menu dish. I use the groundworks as my bait when I go to fish. I wanna keep exploring, so I'll keep upgrading everything. I'll fix my radio tower and fly a drone around the ring. I am the changes new world needs. I am the cybernetic cure. I wrote this song about myself where I'm future.
Try the free demo and wishlist on Steam now.
this is the part that nobody said wasn't allowed to happen, so without further ado, it is our absolute pleasure to introduce you to Slime 3K.
Pilot mode activated. Welcome to Black Skylands. Explore the skies in this open-world base-building adventure. Jump into an airship, gather resources, build weapons, and fight an ever-looming threat, all while uncovering the many secrets hidden in the clouds. Over 3 centuries ago, a meteorite fell to Earth, forever changing life on the planet. Players will step into the shoes of Eva, a talented airship pilot. Eva is tasked with visiting the small colony of Aspia, where pirates and monsters alike have been ruthlessly attacking. Seeing the sheer havoc these enemies have wrought, Eva decides that she is going to need some big ships with big weapons in order to save the colony. That's where you come in. Explore an expansive world complete with many unique floating islands. Travel through forests, farms, snowlands, and ruins with your trusty moth Luma to help you with moving things to your ship. Pick up side quests, uncover secrets, gather treasure, solve puzzles, and meet interesting characters. But keep your wits about you, because you never know what dangers lurk in the dark skies. Be prepared to fight on both land and in the skies. Combine aerial and ground fighting tactics. Use your grappling hook to close in quickly on enemies and take them by surprise. Use powerful weapons that you can change on the fly to adapt to the battle at hand. Aboard the father ship, Eva is able to upgrade herself and her equipment. With a variety of weapons at her disposal, from crossbows to rocket launchers, and nearly 30 modification options each, players are able to truly craft the perfect arsenal to cater to their own personal playstyle. Not every ship is perfect, and Eva's airships are no exception. You'll find throughout the game that you can upgrade your ships and choose what types of guns to use. You'll need to use the resources you've gathered on your journeys to keep your ships in tip-top shape. Along with the main story of Black Skylands, you'll meet others in the world that need your help. Complete these quests to gain experience and, of course, valuable resources. You can also take on difficult challenge quests to find more bountiful rewards. Black Skylands is full of intriguing twists, exciting combat, and loads of great customization for both your characters and your ships. You never know what you might discover while exploring the sky. But one thing is for certain. Your efforts may just mean the difference between the end of Earth's existence or the beginning of its new one.
Hello everyone! We're really excited to tell you all about our plans for the future of Spiderheck today, where we're going to be looking back at the updates we've released over the past year and sharing our exciting plans for the upcoming summer update and beyond. So, before we swing into the future, let's take a look back at where we've been. Since the release of Spiderheck, we've been hard at work building out new game modes, features and content, like parkour mode, where you run, jump and dodge your way through obstacles against the clock. And who can forget the rush of wielding new weapons? We've added gravity grenades, the gravity saw and the auto shotgun for more carnage. Oh, and let's not overlook the portals that help you escape and murder you in equal amounts. And of course, the infamous pain levels that tested your limits and sanity. It's been quite a journey so far, hasn't it? But we're far from done on Spiderheck. So let's dive into what lies ahead for our upcoming summer update. Brace yourselves, because there's a lot. And at the end, we have something extra special to announce, so don't go anywhere. First up, we're introducing the Versus map editor. That's right folks, we're putting the power of creation in your hands, allowing you to create unique battlegrounds for your fierce battles. With a plethora of tools and options at your disposal, you can shape the arenas to match your wildest imagination, and we can't wait to see what you come up with in June when this feature releases. Next up, chained invincible enemies. Lasers swinging on hinges. Platforms hanging by a thread. Yep, we're cranking up the insanity with new level hazards. Your spider senses will be tingling as you navigate these treacherous environments, testing your reflexes and wits. It's a wild ride you won't want to miss, and don't worry, most of these new hazards will be available in both the parkour and Versus map editors in our anniversary update later this year. But wait, there's more. We're shaking things up with the introduction of limited tiers of Heck. The name might change before it gets to you. And this is planned for release later this summer. These limited time tiers will offer you a chance to unlock cosmetics and rewards as you conquer the challenges they throw your way. And here's the kicker. We're even going to let you submit your own devilish tiers upon an unsuspecting public. And we're still not done. The Scroll of Heck is an in-game list that will unveil all of the cosmetics and their unlock conditions. Working out how to unlock the game's various cosmetics was an annoying process, and we've added the scroll to make it easier to know what you need to do. As an added bonus, your progress through the game will be tracked, and as you complete more of the scroll, you'll be rewarded with additional cosmetics to flaunt your spider style. And we're still not done. For all you achievement hunters out there, we've got you covered. We're unleashing 10 brand new achievements, including conquering the grueling pain levels and showcasing your parkour prowess. It's time to prove your spider skills and earn those bragging rights. Alright, hold on to your webs, because we're not done yet and you've patiently waited. Now, it's time for the big news we promise. In fact, we lied. It's two big pieces of news. First, dedicated servers are coming to Spiderheck. Picture this, online gameplay which is reliable, stable, and where the host has no advantage. Say goodbye to those pesky connection issues, and hello to smoother gameplay. With dedicated servers, you can focus on perfecting your swing and outmaneuvering your opponents without worrying about pesky hiccups. And that's not all. We're also introducing crossplay. You'll be able to team up with friends and foes alike, no matter if they play on PC, console, or even a web-enabled toaster. Hey, we don't judge. It's all about connecting players regardless of platform choice and letting everyone murder each other's spiders freely. And so that brings us to the end of this update. The summer update is just around the corner, and we'll be continuing to add more and more to Spiderheck as time goes by. Keep an eye on our socials and join us in the Discord to make sure you never miss any news as soon as it's available.
Well, there you go, everybody. There you have it. That's the show. Thank you so much for joining us. We sincerely hope that you've enjoyed it. Please don't forget to follow us on social media at TinyBuildOrange to stay up to date with all the latest news and announcements. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.
Blah, blah, blah. I love checking out what is coming up next from Tiny Build. You never know what to expect. So colorful, so good. Well, that wraps up our Publisher Spotlight Showcase. We want to say thanks to all of the publishers for participating in this show. Hype Train Digital, Freedom Games, and Tiny Build, of course, for sharing their latest and greatest, and all the devs who have entrusted their life and babies to these partners. You guys better keep these devs safe and do right by them, or we're coming after you. We want to give a shout out to all of our broadcasting partners for supporting this showcase and the developers on this stream. Twitch, IGN, GameSpot, and Steam. You guys are super dope. Games from this showcase will also be a part of the Guerrilla Collective Steam event page, so make sure to check that out and wishlist the games. We want to say thank you to the Mix team for putting this together. Timmy, Joel, Travis, Matt, Abe, Fully Illustrated, and myself, of course. If you are in LA, make sure to come through to our Mix Live event at Wisdom. It's a dope art space where we're going to showcase over 40 games. We'll have some food and some drinks. And we're going to also have a stream hosted by the completionist himself and Bannon from Viz Indie Showcase. Next week, we're also going to have an additional updated GC showcase, as well as Black Voices in Gaming and Dames for Games. Streams that will celebrate Black voices in gaming and women in gaming, because it's definitely needed. Once again, I'm your host, Justin Woodward, co-founder of The Mix and Terabang Entertainment, all that stuff. We will see you again soon. Peace.